Something extraordinary is unfolding right now, hidden in plain sight. Most people don't see it yet. But if you've clicked this video, it means you already feel it. The world's noise is growing louder, yet your inner voice is whispering, "Step back. You're not broken. You're not lost. You're awakening." And what you'll hear in the next few minutes may explain everything you've felt lately. Don't skip. This message found you for a reason. Across the planet, awakened souls are quietly disappearing. Not with chaos, not with rebellion, but with stillness. A sacred retreat from illusion. They're walking away from noise, drama, and fake connection. They've realized something most people haven't yet seen. The game is ending. And once you see the illusion, you can never go back. This video reveals why and what comes next. You've noticed it, the conversations that drain you, the parties that feel empty, the endless pretending. It's not apathy, it's awareness. It's your consciousness rejecting the artificial world built on lies and performance. You're starting to remember who you truly are beneath all the noise. And that's the most dangerous and powerful realization a human can have. Because once you remember, you become free. So stay with me. In the next few minutes, you'll understand why the awakened are vanishing, where they're going, and what they're preparing for. The truth will shake you, but it will also set you free. This is not just a video, it's a mirror for your soul. A wake-up call that society never wanted you to hear. You were guided here for a reason, so listen carefully. The clock is ticking on illusion. Before we dive in, pause and hit subscribe. Because the awakened need to find each other. Algorithms hide the truth, but every like, comment, and share brings light into darkness. Be part of this awakening wave. Not just a viewer, but a catalyst. Your energy fuels this message, and right now, the world needs it more than ever. Stay until the end. You'll understand why disappearing is not the end, but the beginning. Let's begin. Awakening isn't a theory, it's an earthquake of perception. One moment, you're playing your role. The next, you see the entire script. You notice the repetition, the mindless loops, the illusions dressed as goals. You feel a strange clarity cutting through the fog of routine. It's terrifying and liberating at once. Because now, nothing looks the same again. You realize most people are asleep, not metaphorically, but spiritually sedated. They chase attention, call it love. They collect possessions, call it success. They argue endlessly, call it passion. But behind the smiles, you see exhaustion, souls trapped in endless distraction. And once you see this, you can't unsee it. You're no longer part of the play. This is where urgency hits. The moment awareness ignites, the illusion fights back. You'll be tempted to fall asleep again. Through comfort, screens, and social noise. Every distraction is a trap, every trend a spell to keep you unconscious. Guard your awareness like sacred fire, because it's under attack. The world doesn't reward clarity, it punishes it. But real vision is worth the isolation. At first you'll feel lonely, but that loneliness is the echo of awakening. You'll stop resonating with meaningless chatter. You'll crave silence, depth, and truth. You're not antisocial. You're detoxing from illusion. Every quiet moment becomes medicine for your soul. And the deeper you go, the freer you become. Your mind will whisper, "Go back." But your soul knows. There's no going back. You've crossed the threshold. The veil is gone and reality feels raw, intense, alive. You begin to see beauty in simplicity and truth in emptiness. You understand that the world isn't ending. Illusion is. And that's the beginning of freedom. So breathe. You're not alone. Every soul watching this video right now is part of this same awakening. The veil is lifting faster than ever before, and time is running out. Don't resist it. Embrace the silence that's calling you home. Because on the other side of illusion, everything changes. Society runs on a secret pact. Pretend. Pretend to be busy, pretend to be happy, pretend to belong. But the awakened see through the act, the laughter, the masks, the noise. They see fear beneath confidence and emptiness beneath success. Every smiling selfie hides silent suffering, and the game begins to lose its meaning. When you awaken, you stop wanting what everyone else wants. You no longer chase validation, you crave truth. The parties, the trends, the performances feel hollow. Your energy rejects the artificial, and your soul begins to crave authenticity. The matrix starts to glitch. You realize you can't fake it anymore. This is where most people panic, because awakening feels like losing everything. But what you're losing was never real. You're shedding illusions, breaking invisible chains. The collective dream depends on your participation. Once you stop playing, the illusion collapses. And that's why the awakened must disappear. Every system, political, religious, social, feeds off unconscious energy. Awakening disrupts that flow. That's why awakened souls often face resistance, even ridicule. But remember, resistance confirms you're onto something real. The louder the illusion screams, the closer you are to truth. So keep walking. Your clarity is rebellion. The urgency is clear. The dream is ending. More people are waking up, but few know what to do next. That's why this message exists, to guide, not preach. You can't fight illusion, you transcend it. You don't argue with sleepers, you quietly walk out of the theater, and in doing so, you become light. If you feel exhausted, detached, or misunderstood, that's your initiation. It means your soul is rising beyond the dream. The collective noise can't reach your frequency anymore. You're not breaking down, you're breaking through. And the world will soon understand what the awakened already know. The dream is over. The disappearing begins quietly. No announcements, no explanations, no drama, just a calm exit from things that no longer resonate. Social media feels like poison. Conversations become empty loops. And suddenly, solitude feels like salvation. You stop chasing attention and start craving authenticity. You realize how much energy was wasted pretending. The masks feel heavy, the noise unbearable. So you leave, not with anger, but with clarity. You disappear not because you're lost, but because you're found. And that realization is pure power. Urgency builds. This is not avoidance, it's evolution. You're protecting your consciousness from environments that drain it. Every time you step away from illusion, your energy expands. You start remembering your purpose beyond performance. This is not isolation, it's initiation. The withdrawal is sacred. People will misunderstand your silence. They'll call you distant, selfish, strange. But you're not rejecting them. You're rejecting falseness. You can't explain awakening to someone who's still dreaming. So you stop trying. And peace returns. Soon, solitude stops feeling like emptiness. It becomes nourishment. You start hearing your real thoughts again. You feel your emotions clearly for the first time in years. This is where integration begins, where pretending ends and presence is born. You are not hiding, you're healing. So when you disappear, do it with purpose. Turn your solitude into sanctuary. Every moment alone is an upgrade, a rebirth. Don't apologize for choosing silence over noise. The world doesn't understand yet, but it will. Because what's coming next will need you awake. At first, solitude feels strange, like stepping into a silent room after years of noise. But slowly, something incredible happens. The silence starts speaking. Your thoughts become clear. Your heart starts breathing again. You realize that loneliness isn't emptiness. It's space. Space for your real self to finally exist. This phase, the hermit phase, is not a punishment. It's preparation. You are shedding identities that were never yours. You are unlearning the conditioning of society. Every quiet night becomes sacred work, rebuilding your soul. You are remembering your essence before the world told you who to be. And in that remembrance, real power awakens. This is your cocoon. The invisible stage before transformation. It's where the caterpillar dissolves into pure potential. Everything you once believed dissolves, too. This is why it feels dark, because the old you is dying. But the darkness isn't destruction, it's creation. You are not ending. You are being rewritten by truth. There's urgency here. Don't escape this phase. Most people try to run from solitude because they fear meeting themselves, but real awakening demands it. The quiet is not your enemy, it's your teacher. The silence will show you everything noise was hiding. And if you stay long enough, you'll emerge unstoppable. This is where you meet your authentic self. Raw, honest, eternal. You stop performing, you stop explaining, you start being. And that simplicity becomes magnetic. You'll realize that the world doesn't need more performers. It needs presence. Your solitude starts generating light. That's when your real purpose starts whispering. So embrace the hermit phase. Don't rush your rebirth. The greatest transformations happen unseen. Use this time to integrate, to forgive, to heal, to remember. Every breath alone is rewiring your consciousness. You are becoming whole again. And the world will feel your return, even before you speak. Eventually, something shifts. You feel a quiet strength rising. Not the urge to escape, but to serve. You realize the purpose of awakening isn't to hide forever. It's to return, different, clear, conscious. You re-enter the world, but you no longer belong to it. You walk among the dreamers, but you stay awake. You become what I call a border dweller, someone who lives between two realities. You understand the illusion, but no longer feed it. You participate, but you don't perform. You connect, but you don't cling. You give, but from overflow, not emptiness. And your energy begins to shift everything around you. Your presence becomes your message. You don't preach, you embody. People start to sense something different in you. Calm in chaos, truth in noise. You become a mirror showing others what's possible. And without trying, you begin to awaken others. This is how true change begins. Silently. There's urgency here too. The world needs awakened souls now. We are standing at a global turning point. Truth or illusion, love or fear. Every conscious person matters. Every act of awareness ripples outward. Your awakening isn't for escape, it's for evolution. You're not here to fix the world. You're here to be the new world. That's the real mission. As you move through life now, everything feels different. You see through manipulation, through drama, through distraction. You can't unsee the truth. And that's your gift. Because where others see chaos, you see creation. Where they see endings, you see beginnings. You've become the calm within the storm, so return. But return awakened. Walk lightly, speak truthfully, love fearlessly. You don't need to convince anyone. Your energy speaks louder than words. You are now the bridge between what was and what's coming. And your very existence is the revolution. The world needs you visible again. This awakening wave isn't random, it's ancient. It's the same pattern that has guided mystics and seekers for centuries. The caterpillar must dissolve before flight. The seed must break before growth. And humanity must awaken before renewal. You are part of that sacred cycle. The urgency is real, because time is accelerating. Systems are collapsing, illusions are crumbling, truth is emerging. And as the external world shakes, the awakened must stand still. The chaos outside is only a reflection of transformation inside. Don't be afraid, be aware. This is the storm before clarity. You're not disappearing from society. You're preparing for a new one. A society built on consciousness, not competition, on truth, not performance. Every awakened soul becomes a lighthouse in the fog. That's why the world needs your light, not your silence. Don't hide your awareness. Live it. This is the great remembering. Humanity rediscovering what it forgot. That we are not machines, not masks, not labels. We are consciousness experiencing itself. The awakened see this, and it changes everything. Because once you remember your true nature, fear dissolves, and freedom becomes your default state. Here's the call to action. Stop waiting for permission to live awakened. Start now. In your choices, in your speech, in your presence. Every moment of truth weakens illusion. Every act of awareness heals the collective dream. The future is not coming. It's being created through you. Right here, right now. This is why the awakened are disappearing, not to escape, but to transform. They are not abandoning the world, they are rebuilding it from consciousness, and soon, when the illusion finally cracks, they will emerge, luminous and ready. You are one of them. That's why you found this message. You are remembering. So if you felt the pull to disappear, don't fight it. Follow it. You're not escaping life. You're returning to it in truth. The world will tell you to stay asleep, to keep pretending, to keep performing. But your soul knows it's time. You didn't come here to fit in. You came here to wake up. And your time is now. Understand this. Your awakening is not selfish. It's service. Because every soul that awakens lifts the entire collective vibration. You may not see it, but your silence heals noise. Your truth dissolves illusion. The world doesn't need more sleepers. It needs more seers. Be one. Before this video ends, take a deep breath. Remember, you are not lost. You are evolving. You are exactly where consciousness needs you to be. And though the road feels lonely, countless souls are walking it too. We are finding each other. One truth, one awakening, one breath at a time. You are not alone. Now share this video. Not for numbers, but for resonance. Someone out there is searching for this exact message right now. Your click could awaken their journey. Subscribe, comment, join the conversation below. Let's build a network of light in a world drowning in distraction. Because connection built on truth is unstoppable. You are the bridge between worlds, the living proof that awakening is real. So disappear if you must, but return when you're ready. Luminous, authentic, whole. The illusion is ending, but consciousness is just beginning. And when the world wakes up, it will look for voices like yours. Stay awake, stay real, stay free. This is not the end. This is your beginning.